What made you feel that? What was that like?
Just running out the tunnel for a pregame warm up. They're just yelling, talking, just doing. One of the coaches told me earlier. As the guys are coming out the tunnel, they were right behind them. Talking trash to the younger guys. Which those like our little brothers. So you're not gonna let nobody take advantage of your little brother. So you're gonna stand up for him. And that's what we did today.
Now, Ed said that early this week you were so locked in film that you knew you were going to have a big game today. Do you remember when that was?
No, I feel like I've been locked in. I was locked in all this week. I knew, this is for bragging rights, for the rest of my life. So I always, want to come out on top. And that's why I put in the extra time this week.
What was going through your mind when they called that a targeting penalty? That obviously got a turnover. That was a situation where you would have been ejected. What was going through your mind knowing this was your final Michigan game, and then obviously how happy were you when you realized that they overturned it?
Yeah, I was really upset. Almost brought me to tears. But luckily, the call, it wasn't overturned, but they didn't, mark the targeting call. Yeah, so like they always say, you fight to live another down. I felt like I, chanced it right there, and I beat the odds. So I'm really happy with that.
Taiwan, can you take us through what happened? They said was he kind of moving towards you? Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, I thought he was moving towards me. I kind of ran into him and I gave him a shoulder, and then as soon as I did it, I saw the ref. He looked at me, shook his head, yep, and then threw the flag. So going through my head, I'm like, man, because I know I definitely hit his helmet because it's right in front of my face. So I'm scared. I'm getting ready to walk off, and I made the call. No targeting. So that really worked out in my favor as well.
That must be one of those things where it's impossible to react. When something happens.
Yeah, it was very impossible. I didn't know how to go about it, but I'm just lucky the way it turned out.
What was this statement to the defense, both today and Michigan, and moving forward in the bigger picture?
We marking our territory as being one of the best defenses in the nation. So that's what we pride ourselves in. That's what we have been priding ourselves in for the past few years. So we just continue to get better, continue to shut down the run, shut down the pass, and I feel like we should be just fine.
Can you talk about RJ and Curtis, just their play, and just was getting us their best game?
Yeah, I think it was. Because RJ and Curtis, they're like best friends, So just seeing them out there having fun together, just making plays was really exciting for me. Those are two guys that are great playmakers for us. That in order for us to get to where we want to go, they're gonna have to play at the best of their ability, and I feel like they did that today.
Kind of a redemption game for kind of both of them. I mean, they've both been criticized at times this year.
Yeah, we all been criticized. They never let that get them down, but they did a good job responding to the criticism, and I'm really happy about that.
I guess what was the key to your play today? Like, what did you feel like you were able to do well on the field?
I feel like I did a good job with the run, good job in the pass, and good job rushing when I had to. I feel like we stopped the run pretty well, and I feel like everybody just focused and locked in. So that was a big thing for us that we need to continue to do in order for us to reach our goals.
Ed said too is that the last time he saw you this locked in was leading up to Nebraska. Mm-hmm. Is it kind of a big game thing for you, or?
I feel like if I put extra time in each week like I did those two games, I could do that much better. So I'm just going to continue putting extra time with the film room, doing extra things to make sure that I can play the best of my ability for this football team.
Safe to assume we see a similar thing leading up to Ohio State from you?
Oh yes, sir.
Marcus just said that the Ohio guys on the team kind of have the Michigan guys back about this rivalry, and he knows you guys got the Ohio guys back for Ohio State. Is it kind of similar because you were one of the overlooked guys Michigan didn't offer, and you kind of made yourself known, and now is it kind of the Ohio State guys type of game coming up?
Yeah, I think it is. Like Marcus said, they got our backs, we got their backs. We know how big it is for them. A lot of them didn't get recruited by Ohio State. A lot of them, Ohio State said they weren't good enough. So, they're taking that personal. And with this week going in, I already tell Curtis and RJ and Marcus, whoever's from Ohio, is going to be locked in and just, ready to play football.
Now, you brought the Michigan stuff earlier, not getting the offer, but I looked it up, Twan. You were only 205 pounds. Mm-hmm. I mean, was there a reason for that, or were you still good enough in your mind that? And for someone like you, as good an athlete as you were, was that kind of a shock for someone to tell you weren't good enough in life? Maybe for the first time athletically?
Yeah, that it was. You take it. You take it. you take it to heart, and then that's why you continue to get better, because you hate when people say, you can't do something, you won't never amount to anything. So that's why, you always see those guys emerge. And
That's
I feel
how
like
you
that's,
took it?
Yeah,
They were saying you weren't going to amount to anything?
pretty much. And, just taking it personal.
Swan, can you kind of take us through your interception and what you saw in that play?
I figure, on second down, all day they've been, running, pretty much screen. So I kind of figured, second down and long, I knew they had a screen coming in. I read it pretty well. The defensive lineman really did a really good job on, tackling the grabbing the back before, he had a chance to get out. So, and then, Gardner threw it, and I just happened, to be there and pick it off. So that was, a really good moment for me and a great memory for me as well.
It seems like the ball was like an inch off the ground. Did you actually see the ball? Like, did you just reach out and get the ball? Or
No, I saw it. It could be. We do drills, in practice, working on things like that, and I feel like that drill really came into effect right then and there. So I was really happy with that, and I'm really happy with the way I played today.